Happy morning, children. When we were having a doubt clearing session, you were asking some doubts. So I'm repeating this. Copycat poem, don't confuse anything. See, you have to see the structure of the poem. What is the rhyme scheme of the poem and all. And based on the structure, if you create another poem, that is called copycat poem. The how is the rhyming scheme, the same pattern you can use. For that you have to first, whatever the steps you do for writing anything is ideating, drafting, enhancing, editing, publishing, same steps you have to follow for poem also. So first you ideate using the word web, like this words we have to create first, and then all them your related words and phrases you have to connect together, and then you have to make a poem. So they have already given in this, a copycat poem is used to show something that is copied or made in a similar way, but you have to create something else. Okay, writing a copycat refers to writing a poem similar to the one we have read. Okay, first subject of the poem. For example, they have explained as a trees poem they are seeing, and then they are writing flowers poem. So the subject they have picked up is flowers, subject of the poem, and what is the structure of the original poem, rhyming scheme, and then words. You have to use the words. That's all. Okay. This as for writing we use the steps. Then what is enjambment? There is a continuation in the next line. It is not ending there. When the sun opens his eyes, there is a suspense there. What happens? The birds wake along. So these two lines are connected. Then with him to chirp the blue sky. So all these three lines together is an enjambment. So first line, there is it is not ending there. It connects to the second line and the third line, and then only you will understand fully. When you read all the three lines, you understand that. And there is a suspense in the first line. So like this, if there is a continuation of the sentence without a pause or punctuation at the end of the line or stanza, is called enjambment. If it is a sentence, there is nothing like that. See, when the sun opens his eyes, the birds wake up along with him to chirp in the blue skies. That is a sentence. But in a poem, it is changing. So the next line, they will give the continuation, and next line there is a suspense which is broken there. So in that way only we have to write a poem. Then only it will be interesting. They will be asking this enjambment if a poem is given. Grown-ups say things like, there is a suspense, stop there. Then next line, speak up. Okay, so these two lines are enjambment. Like this we have to find out. Trees make mothers say. What it makes say. Next line only you will know. What a lovely picture to paint. In the poem Shed, the speaker's brother says there is a ghost in the shed. But how does it shape the speaker's view? The speaker believes that the brother tells a lie about the ghost. Okay, he is afraid to enter. Still he is afraid to enter. To the speaker it becomes a place of mystery. Okay, that's why he has written a poem. Next is comparing and contrasting the poem. That will be a question. So how will you compare same question will not come, but I am giving you an idea of how you will compare and contrast a poem. See, Mystery of Talking Fan and the Wind poem, if you take, what is the subject of the poem? What is personified? Everything is different. So subject of the poem is fan here. Subject of the poem, the wind, is wind. And what is the personification? Fan. Here what is personified? Wind. What is different and what is common, you have to write like this. So there is no repetition in the poem. Here the wind poem, who has seen the wind? That line is repeated. Then what is common? Both the poems have only one stanza and 8 lines. Then the trees poem, already we have seen. We'll finish it off with this. What is the subject of the poem? Trees. Yes, and it is only one stanza poem, and you can see that there is no rhyming in the end of it. Okay, so it's a free verse. Okay, So like this, these are the things you have to note down, and when you have to compare two poems, you have to write. Thank you, children.